Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot for Jatai Academy answering viewer questions. Today's question was, coming from a hair cutter, how do I get bigger tips? Wow, that's an interesting question. How do I get bigger tips? You know, I'm going to answer that question a couple of different ways. Number one, I'm going to answer that question by saying, forget about the tips. If you get a tip, that's great. Some people, some cultures don't even believe in tipping. Some people, some businesses believe that a tip is an insult. Yes, I do understand that in the haircutting business in America, generally speaking, tips are a part of what we do, and many of us rely on tips as part of our income. But don't focus on the tips. When I managed small, high-volume shops for chains, and when I managed my own business, we used to have some employees we called tip chasers. Tip chasers were employees who would look out in the waiting room, and when they would see people in the waiting room, they would think of them in terms of tips. Everybody in the waiting room, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. And the more people I could clear out of the waiting room, the more I could get those $2 in my pocket. Tip chasers, totally focused on the tips. Tips are small money. Granted, it adds up and can turn into large money, but we had other employees who would look at a customer in the waiting room and see beyond the tip. They would see beyond the $2 in their pocket today for gas, cigarettes, beer, whatever, and they would see that customer as, wait a minute, that's not a $2 tip. That customer is one haircut every month for 12 months for 10 years. They would see the big picture. They would see that customer as more than a haircut. They would see that customer as one haircut and one upsell service. And one upsell service and maybe a bottle of gel or a bottle of shampoo. They would see that customer as an opportunity to build a relationship that could grow big dollars above and beyond small money. And you know what? What they focused on was taking care of the customer. They focused on the relationship. They focused on being present in the moment with the customer. And the interesting thing was these were some of the highest earners in the shop. And the interesting thing was they generally got larger tips. So the answer is, if you take better care of people, if you find more to do for people, if you can build your average ticket, and by the way, if you're just thinking percentages, if a tip is 20% and you do a $10 haircut, $2. But if you do a $10 haircut and a $10 color service, I'm just making up numbers here, and the tip is 20%, well, now that's $4. You just doubled your tip by doing more, being more valuable, and being of service to that customer. So the simple answer to the simple question, how do I get more tips? Forget about the tips. You know, if you focus on what you do and you do it extremely well, the money will come. That's not the first time you've heard somebody tell you that. And I firmly believe that in the case of growing incomes in business in the professional haircutting business, it's never truer. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on the client, give the client of yourself, serve the client, deliver the service they ask for, offer the other things they didn't, upsell, be valuable, and the money will come. I'm Ivan Zoot for Jatai Academy. Thanks for watching today. Visit us online, jatai.net. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video with your friends. Let's hear your thoughts and comments on this. Don't forget, in the description is the coupon code for a nice discount at jatai.net. If you choose to purchase something from us, we'd love you to have it, and we'd love you to have it at a discount. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.